Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Factorio here in our building big factory. And I have kind of finished oil a little bit. I got kind of distracted and wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to work on next. So we have plastic set up here. This chest has 1,000 in it. We're good to go. These guys are full, which means this is stopped, which is okay because we're going to be using this here very shortly. I've set up the start of battery production, and I'm just going to go over some math here really quick, which I hope is right. So it takes 5 sulfur to make for 1 cycle sulfuric acid processing, and that takes 1 second, right? Well, sulfur takes a second, but you only get 2. And so this isn't even enough. We essentially would need 2.5 sulfur factories to keep up with 1 sulfuric acid factory. You can't do a half, so it would have to be 3. I don't feel like doing 3, so 2 will have to be enough. And then this guy, we're going to need quite a bit. He does produce 5 every second, which will be enough, but we will need it here for our blue science stuff. If we look, we need the femto laser array and atomic sensors array. This guy is simple. This guy takes quite a bit. These chemical flash fuel things we're going to make up here with our heavy and light, water, and then this guy, which takes 4 sulfuric acid by itself, and then this one, which takes a battery and half of a sulfuric acid. So we're going to need quite a bit. So this should be enough, and I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do batteries, if I wanted to store the sulfuric acid, since we're going to be needing it for other stuff, or if I just want to put factories here and have it go into it. So I'm kind of waiting on that to think about it a little bit, but these guys here, we can get going. So they take 3 seconds, and they take a steel and heavy and light, right? So I brought steel, and we will also need steel for this guy here. So let me figure out what the hell I'm doing here. Now, it's probably not a good thing to have brought... Well, sorry, I had to yawn to have brought this huge line of steel over here. Probably not the best idea. Once we get robots, one of the first things I'm going to do, one of the first things I almost always do is supply my oil stuff, right? So I use the robots initially to bring the iron over to this, and then the iron and copper to the, ooh, we have an electrical problem, over to the batteries as well. And I'm going to be using them for steel here, but for now, I would like to get this going. So I'm going to have to go fix power. I just now realized that. Otherwise I would have done that off screen. And then we're just going to have these guys export here. Again, I'm not entirely sure where I want them dumped, or the belt to actually go. I kind of figured out the ratios as well for how many of each thing we're going to need. I figured out we're going to need essentially 3, which is what I built. 3 of these and 3... okay, let me explain that a little better. So blue science. Blue science takes 12 seconds. I'm going to want to do the normal 12 assemblers to produce 1 a second, right? And it takes 1 of each. 1 femto thing and 1 sensors array thing. And while I'm blabbing, let me go ahead and get these guys being made here. So yeah, so gonna have 12 of those, and it takes 1 of these. Well, these produce 1, right, every 3 seconds, which means that if we only had 1 factory doing this, it's a little hard to explain. So it takes 3 seconds, right? 3 goes into 12 4 times. So that means that if we just had 1 factory making this, and the time it took for a science pack to be made, we will have made 4 of these, right? But we have 12 science things being made, which I did the math. It's hard to explain. I'm like confusing myself trying to even explain it to you. I think we need 3 factories making these and 3 making these. And then obviously for these products, since it's a 1-to-1, we'll need 3 factories making this and 3 factories making this, I think. Yeah, because... Well, yeah, because 1 factory will make 4 in the time it takes a science pack to craft. But we're going to have 12 science packs needing these. Right? So if 4 is created in 1 during that time, then we need 3 times that to equal 12. So we need 3 factories of each. Okay, so this... Did I really just never hook that up? I never finished this chain, I think is what the issue here is, actually. That going, let me finish this guy out. That should probably, hopefully, take care of stuff. Why is this off? Am I missing a boiler? Oh. I done goofed. And our power is going to plummet. Whoops. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's no need to. But now that I've done it already on all those other ones, I need it to be symmetrical. It's gotta be symmetrical, man. Otherwise it just don't work. Alright. So... And again, because I'm OCD, we're going to use these. So I don't feel like replacing those other ones. And we're good there. So... Now we just need to finish getting these dudes fuel, and we should be good. So once that water heats up to 100, which it is now, our power is decent-ish, I think. Actually, while I'm down here and I have the stuff, it'd be advantageous to hook another guy up. Can I fit this? Ooh, I can. Doesn't really work out too good though. So let me so we have 5 here. I'll just do that. We're gonna need some more stone. I should have stone up here-ish somewhere. Well, that's out of fuel. I have so much wood. I don't need this much wood. Our radars are doing work. I really want those other radars, but we can't get them yet. And let me just start researching this stuff. Gonna need to set up some red circuits. Beginning to be a little hard to see stuff on the mini map here with the pollution, so I'm gonna turn that off here in a second. Because I know that can make things difficult to see. And I have a pipe. Do I not have a pipe? I don't have a pipe. Damn you, game. I might as well just set up the full amount that we need here. Sweet. Okay, and then this actually might work out very nicely if I can get my pump. Screw you, man. That'll work. Now to do. And then we'll go work more on our other stuff. That's not gonna work, is it? This needs to come down. Should be interesting. Man, I'm telling you, if I don't have enough materials to finish this out, I didn't even need that splitter. Screw you. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. How is this gonna work, even? Okay, get ready for some super wacko shenanigan stuff here. Isn't that pretty? So nice looking. And then this one will just run on to the next. And we'll have to do with this mini inserters. Just use all the inserters. And power these guys up. power these guys up here. I think that should be 5 boilers may actually not be enough to power these. Maybe, I don't know. So at least now our power should be a little bit better. Now we can go work on more stuff, and let's take a look here. Our radar is doing work. There is not, I mean, the resources are pretty skimpy. Pretty much copper, stone, more copper, not much iron. Gonna have an iron problem. There's still a lot of that iron to tap though. Okay, we cannot get the logistics system yet. Shit. That's really expensive too, holy hell. We're gonna need some major production here. Alright, so, oh yeah, I played with somebody quite a bit on his map, and he was using the same mods that I am, and holy shit. He was using the train outpost mod, and he couldn't find, he needed some copper, right? Oh, I set up belts here, by the way. He needed some copper, and he explored like way out, like super far, like I don't know how many chunks. It was really far. Like if this was his base, he explored like all the way out to like here. And my God, this train outpost bomb might be a little bit overpowered. maybe just a little bit. So way out there, right? Because it kind of does what RSO does. The farther out you get, like the richer and better the ore patches are. I mean, I was blown away. Like, once he got out that far, we found that these copper and iron patches that had like 18 million resources each. Like in the whole patch, right? The things were like, I mean, the size of these patches was like the size of my main base here. It was just like this entire size. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, if that's what's gonna happen here, that should be interesting. Might be something to look forward to, I guess. Maybe. What am I doing here? What's going on? These guys don't need iron, do they? Oh yeah, you do. There you go. That should hopefully help with that. Let's go check out what we can do over here. Right. So we have these gas things being made. Flash fuel. That'll use up some of our heavy and light, which is good. Did I just see 10,000? Oh no, I saw 10. Oil's doing decent, I think. Yep, all backed up. I mean, everything's backed up. Okay, so how do we do batteries, right? I kind of need to store sulfuric acid, or just have, because like, does it output in here equally? I think it outputs through these both equally. I'm not sure. Let's assume, which is probably a horrible thing to do, let's assume that it does. We're going to use one side of this for the stuff that takes it directly, and then the other side for batteries. So we need to clear some of these pesky little trees out of here. I've already spent 10 hours on this map. Can you believe that? Seems like I haven't made any progress. I mean, to be fair, this is a good bit more complicated than vanilla. I mean, it's not like Bob's Mod's complicated. But it's kind of complicated. Alright, let's do this. We need to get stuff done. Let's go. Alright. We need 3 of these dudes. They're made in assembling machines. We need 3 of these dudes. Are made in assembling machines. Let's start with these. They're simple. Because these are going to need batteries, plastic, and circuits. Good lord. How much? See, I need logistics. I gotta have logistics robots, man. Can I just, like, cheat? I'm seriously considering it. Just, like, I need this, like, because, okay. I can't talk, but trying to think this through, trying to get circuits and steel and copper and all that shit over here, from way over here, it's gonna be a nightmare. Because I have to avoid all this, I have to go through the forest, I have to avoid these, and it's just like a waste too, having all that just sitting on these long ass belts like this. I really need logistics. But without a requester chest, I can't do anything. So that blows. Well, let's prepare. Okay, let me do some math. Let's do some math together here. Oh god, that's so expensive. Okay, blue science, 450 cycles times 2. It requires 900 blue science packs. All right, so we need 900 to get this. Which means we need 900. Fuck, that's a lot. We need 900 of each of these. And everything's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? So that just means we need 900 of this stuff, of each of these two, right? So these are not a problem. They're being made automatically. What I'm trying to calculate is, can I, because I want to set this up for logistics robots and not do belts. So what I'm trying to figure out is, will it work for me to just manually haul some stuff over here and put it in chests, just enough to get the science packs to research this? And I think the answer would be yes. We need 900 of these. So we need 1800 copper, 900 steel. Big deal. We do have steel here, so I could probably just run that down. 2 plastic, that's right here, that's not a problem. So I would need to just transport circuits over. Now that is quite a lot. 6 times 9 is, if I could do math, what, 54? Right? Because 6 times 8 is 48, yeah, is 54. So I would need 550. No, I would need 4,500 of these. Oh shit. I could do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could do that, right? Oh dear. That's a lot. But we're not using them for much. Okay, so let's set this up. Okay, let's start with these dudes. So we're going to set it up for logistics, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some wooden chests in place of the requesters, right? Just so we know. How am I doing on time? Taking forever. I'm already at like 17.5 minutes. Okay, I want to get at least one of these done. So we're going to need batteries. We're going to need circuits. Going to need plastic. Going to need sulfuric acid. And then these guys are also going to need sulfuric acid. And these do not share a common material, so I will have to do these slightly separately. And we're going to need 3 of each, which is a bit of a problem because 3 doesn't work so good with requesters. Let's just do 4. Let's just overkill it, because we might end up doing more than 12 of these. Let's just, screw it, let's just do 4. Which means this may not be enough. God damn it, I hate this. I know I'm not actually doing much. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to figure this out together, right? I mean, to me, I enjoy watching people do that. So, let me think. We get 5 a second. In the time that it takes to make one of these, we produce 15 of this, correct? Right. That's if these keep up, but we'll just assume they do. So we've made 15, right? Well, right, but it's made 15 in the time it makes to make one of these. So if we have 4 of these, in 3 seconds we're going to need 16. And that's just for that. That's not counting batteries or anything like that. Okay. Because in this one, I mean, 0.5, you know, it's not that big of a deal. 4 of those, we're just going to need 2, but then we have to count in the batteries. Alright. And, I mean, we are building big here. Okay. New plan. Screw you. I don't want all this crap. Get rid of this wood. Well, I probably shouldn't get rid of the ore. That might be not the brightest move. Yeah, just get rid of... I don't want all this wood, man. I don't want that either. Okay. New plan. This video might be just an easy bit long here. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to need more of these. Going to need quite a few more of these. Right, okay. So now we're producing 6 a second. 246, right? Which these guys need 5 a second. We're gonna need a lot more. This is gonna be big. It's gonna be pretty big. Which means we're gonna be encroaching down here. That should be interesting. Oh dear. I broke it. Alright, so now we just need to... Are we being attacked somewhere? Turret. I didn't even know I had turrets up there. So you are going to go from here to here, here to here. And you... Gonna go like that. You're going to go like that. And I do want to make it so I can walk through here. Theoretically that should work, right? Just need some extra pipe in here. So now we're making 8 of these a second, which is still not enough. We actually need 10 a second if we're going to do 2 chemical plant, or 2 sulfuric acid plant factories. Which may not, yeah, it's going to have to be enough. Oh man, it is. We're not gonna have enough oil, man. We're gonna have to just go with this. We're just go with this. The ratio won't be exact. It'll be close enough. Which means we're gonna have to belt this now at this point, which is probably not the best idea, but we're gonna have to. I mean, perhaps if I was just a little bit smarter about how I set it up, we wouldn't have to. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something a little weird here. Gonna go like that. Get that going. Guy's gonna go. And yeah, so this is gonna come over here, and then we're gonna have 2 chemical plant factory or chemical plants doing sulfuric acid. How do I want to do that? I think how I want to do that is something really nuts along these lines. So these guys are going to go here. We're going to insert this and then have a box because we're going to need iron, right? You're going to grab the iron. And what's going to happen is we're going to have, right, because batteries require 2, but only every 5 seconds. And this is... All this is assuming that it outputs the liquids equally through both these outputs. So what's going to happen is we're going to have both these, this whole thing here is going to be dedicated for these things, and then so is this output, but this output is going to be for batteries, okay? So this should be enough for batteries. This is about half, so that should go out and be enough to support the other things, because this won't quite be enough, and hopefully that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We're at 24 minutes. Didn't get near as much done as I wanted. This is really, it's really intense, man. Trying to figure out these ratios. We're going to need a lot of materials. I mean, we're going to have to go really big here. Okay, so this guy's going. It's going to need water and stuff. I'll set all that up off screen. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the preliminary stuff here. So I'm going to get batteries being made because it's going to take me a while to figure out how I want to do that. I'm going to set up the factories and all the stuff required for these. And next time we will we'll probably start on blue science. I mean, well, no, next time we'll do it like advanced circuits and then maybe blue science if we have time, because we do need those. We haven't set them up yet. So there you go. Hope you enjoy, guys. A little more of the technical, mathematical stuff in this one than actual work. So apologies for that if you're more into, me actually like actively doing stuff, but we really had to think this through because I want to get it right this first time. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed and look forward to the next. But until then, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.